Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will kick it away first. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Minnesota's offense takes the field to start this game off. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Golden Gophers are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead their football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He's looking for a man on second down. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good paw.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Black 24. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Swings it out to the flat.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. They'll try the run. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. It did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They want to throw it. Touchdown, SMU! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar line. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Still running at the 40. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
2nd down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Working the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Pressure coming. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Fires to the middle. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lindsey. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Now on second down. Rides to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right now.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Gets rid of it. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the returner will be dragged down. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes the grab. It's Jean-Pierre. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroaching defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the single back. shakes off the defender. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's got it again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Off the RPO, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He's going to pass on second down. Grabs it in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but not able to get to the first down mark. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
They'll try to snap it quickly. Here's the handoff. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete to the left. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to pass on second down. Makes his connection. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Now improvising. Snags it. Touchdown, SMU. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of those guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfect.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking to throw on second down. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline.
691, Gators far.
They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
39, Minnesota, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He wants to throw it. Looking to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Robbins. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Takes the easy completion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, SMU! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue.